Amen. Todd with Empowered Coaching. On the beach in Ecuador, out for a little walk. Got mountains behind me. Got beach behind me. It's kind of cool. Had an interesting conversation with a client about what drives behavior. Have you ever found yourself like, why do I do that? Why am I like my dad? Why am I like this person or that person? Why am I doing the very thing I don't want to do? I think it's pretty common. And there's a pathway that occurs, and there's a way we can change the path so we can get a different outcome. So first what happens is we're operating under a certain belief about ourselves. I don't matter, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart. I mean, whatever that false belief is, it's in the head, it's the inner critic, and it's chatting at us. And so something happens that triggers that false belief. And then we feel a certain way. I feel sad, I feel shame, I feel anger. I mean, whatever it is, right? The belief triggers an emotion. And the emotion creates an action. It creates a behavior. And usually this stuff got established way back when we were young, right? Growing up, small children, middle school type stuff. But we learn to develop behaviors in response to the belief, the false belief that we don't want to have, the feeling that we don't want to feel. And so we create a behavior. You know, maybe the behavior is one that helps us numb out, that helps us not feel it. And maybe that could be productive or it could be unproductive. But in the extreme, both sabotage us, right? Like, if I go looking for relief from the feeling of my false belief that I have about myself, and I find it in drugs or alcohol to numb it, to quiet it, to blot it out, in the extreme, that's going to have a pretty detrimental effect on my life. I could also, if the belief is I'm not good enough, I could work harder, press further, do more, and I become this workaholic in the extreme. I become this machine that just has to be doing, and everything else gets shut out. Family, relationships, all that kind of stuff. So that's no good either. So how do you get out of it? The way out is to really understand where the belief got created, what was really true of the situation, what's really true about you. And I can guarantee you, it's not that you weren't good enough. It's not that you don't count. It's not that you're not smart. It's none of those. It never is, okay? But there is a true belief in there about who you are. And as a kid, you just applied the wrong covering over it. You gave it the wrong meaning. You took the events that were coming at you, the situation, you did the best you could, but it was inaccurate. Now as an adult man, you have more emotional bandwidth, you have more resources, you have power. You can understand what is really true about you, and you don't have to do those same behaviors that helped you survive what you were experiencing growing up. And when we can be free of the emotional connection to the behavior, when we can short circuit it, when we can turn it off, that's when we are in a place to create new behaviors, take new actions, and do things differently. do things differently from this place, from a place of power, a place of control, a place of agency, a place of health, right? It's pretty exciting and it's pretty freeing. You know, look, man, in my own life, it was I don't count, I don't matter, I'm not good enough. It was all of that stuff. But once I figured that out, and it took me a long time to figure it out, I hope you choose to deal with whatever's on your plate earlier than I did. But once I figured it out, it freed me. It freed me for just an enormous amount of options, possibilities, actions, and behaviors that I could do and take and enjoy as I'm creating the life I want. And I think it's working. I mean, look at this, right? It's working. This is pretty awesome. So, just want to encourage you today. You don't have to be driven by false beliefs that create an emotional reaction that drive your behaviors that aren't working for you. There's a different way you can go about it. Experience freedom, choice, control, options. Leave your comments, what you think about this video, ideas you have, things that drive you, how you've changed them. Please subscribe, and I'll be talking to you again soon. I'm Todd with Empowered Men Coaching. Hoping you guys just have a fantastic day. Ciao.